Gratitude. One of my favorite quotes regarding gratitude comes from Mr. Zig Ziglar. And he says, gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. The more you express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you will have even more to express gratitude for. I love that. When all else fails, be grateful. Gratitude is the catalyst that opens the door for more, propels you to higher heights. You may not realize it, but the moment you turn to gratefulness in response to a negative situation, you're affecting the atmosphere, changing the momentum, showing, feeling, expressing gratitude is powerful. It causes a shift and speaks directly to negativity and stops its deceptive antics dead in its tracks. Gratitude is like a weapon you employ in the travail of contrasting life battles. It's a deliberate change in perspective. Basically, you're taking a stance, saying no. I refuse to succumb to that which appears in my now as unfavorable to my goals or what I think I should have or should be experiencing in this moment. Passionately believing that everything is working out for my good, I am choosing to shift and direct focus on all the good that is around me. Everything in my present circumstance that is good, that is a blessing, that I can be thankful for. I will focus on that while everything else serves its purpose, yields to my sword of gratitude, and conforms solely to serve my intended good. Being thankful is powerful. For one, you're acknowledging the wonderful aspects of your life that afford you opportunity, life, living, substance. If you're not able to look around you, observe, or think, or feel anything that is good, then I'm sorry. But I don't know if simply reading this book and applying its principles will be of any benefit. An inability to find even one tiny semblance of something to be grateful for, even if it's just the obvious fact that you're alive right now, implies a complete dissatisfaction with life, most assuredly diminishing your very vitality. There's so much to be grateful for. I'm talking even the smallest thing, the most minuscule little thing to one person can be so big to another. Not like you're comparing your level of gratitude with another, though. I just want you to consider gratefulness in its simplest, most tangible form. I mean, do you think about your life? Do you consider that today you woke up in your bed alive and well, limbs intact, vision intact, healthy, mentally stable, and on your way to wholeness? Did you ever stop to consider that someone did not, is not, or cannot? Did you ever stop to consider the intricate design of your human body and how it runs every day on what? Grace, maybe? Nonetheless, you're alive today reading this book or listening to the excerpt. And even that's enough to be grateful for. I mean, I assume all this gratefulness talk may seem frivolous to some. We often want the crux of the process, the goal that will afford us an advantage, a strategy to get where we are going. Well, the greatest of these processes is gratefulness, being mindful and aware of all we have been afforded. recognizing the beauty and the graciousness of so many aesthetically pleasing natural wonders, life-sustaining, life-giving freebies that are in our existence that we don't have to work for. This should amplify the message that the Creator desires to freely give us all things. More tangible evidence of this fact is supported by the breath of life we breathe throughout the night, which was sustained and continued into morning, allowing us to wake up and experience the gift of yet one more day. If you cannot take time to appreciate even this, and to be grateful for where you have come from, what you have come through, or even where you are now, how can or will the universe be assured that you'll be grateful for any future success or opportunity? Will you even appreciate it? Or is your capacity for more stifled and unable to be realized exponentially because you lack the ability of grasping the importance of gratitude in what has already been given and realized in your here and now? When you take time to recognize and be grateful what is here and now, that allows for opportunity and expansion of more. This is what we want. We want our lives filled to the brim with abundance. Thinking of abundance in terms of material substance is only one representation of the multiplicity in this word. Abundance does not always connote an abundance of acquisitiveness. Broaden your imagination and consciousness so your vision encompasses all that abundance means for you. That includes the abundance of life, all areas of our lives, our money, love, relationships, peace of mind, lifestyle, way of life, and living. We can have abundance in all those areas. This broader concept of abundance always equates to the true meaning of wealth, in my humble opinion. What greater way to live a sustainable, healthy, happy life than in a life of abundance in all things? This is a well-rounded life, full of wealth in all things that are good. When you deeply consider having gratitude for all things, even the things we look at and think of as the most devastating and stifling, can you look back and see how those circumstances, depending on or irrespective of your perspective and response, how they actually contributed to your greater good in the end? Even if the only good that came out of it was the great lesson you learned that caused a shift in your way of thinking, doing, or being. It made you ask for change and set you on that path. This is what I mean. This is the premise for gratefulness. Being able to look back on all the negative and finding some semblance of good in it. Finding the good. Finding the lesson in obscurity creates expansion if we will allow it. A wealthy, grateful life worth living abundantly.